Hello, good morning. Welcome to the delegates for the Inter-School Youth Parliament of Delhi Public School, Nacharam. Okay, so today we see here there is a mini parliament which is ruled by the Inter-School Youth Parliament of DPS Nacharam, the Delhi Public School. See the ruling parliament, the opposition parliament with the children doing wonderful job for the parliament. So they are the leader of opposition parties here who they conduct, and now we can see, ma'am, how do you feel like organizing such a wonderful program today for all the children here?
So I always believe in one thing as teachers, we believe that every child needs to be nurtured and every child needs to be appreciated. So when we do programs like this, it is for children and their talent to be nurtured and showcased. So other than that, I don't think we have issues. As teachers, that is our prime duty to help children as much as we can. So organizing all this is only for children and nothing else. So there's a bundle of talent in every child. You also heard Mr. Sridhar Babu talking about that. Every child has a talent now. So nurture the talent, showcase it for the public, and help them grow in their lives. That's what is the essence of education now.
So, is this basically to build confidence for the children? What exactly the concept is about?
So you have these days people talk about 21st century skills. If you've heard of 21st century skills, everybody talks about it. Whether you become tomorrow a CEO or marketing executive, or you're a politician, or you're into entrepreneurship, you're into newer ideas. These days we talk about critical thinking, problem solving, communication, leadership. These are the skills that are required in the world. So when you have programs like this, what you're doing is you're putting a child as young as 12 years, 13 years, 14 years onto a stage, and you're asking them to debate on issues ranging throughout the world. So these children research on those topics. They don't come just like that. So they research on these topics and then come to give some plausible solutions. So you're encouraging them to think on their own, which is critical thinking. You're also encouraging them to solve certain problems of the world. So that's problem solving. You're also telling them to think about the world as a Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That's what the child said. So you're not talking of just India. You're talking of if India has a problem tomorrow, it is with all our countries all around. So you are bringing them into a larger picture. Imagine my child at the age of 16 who's leaving my school, graduating from school, and knows the problems of the entire world. He would become a diplomat, he would become an emissary of my country, and he would be a world-class citizen. That's what these education organizations are for.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I see there is a mini youth parliament going inside by the students of DPS Nacharam. So, what is the main aim of today's event, ma'am? Because I see children are really doing a wonderful job. They are really very energetic.
Yes, they are. Thank you for that question. Yes, the Youth Parliament, this is an annual event in DPS Nacharam where it's a simulated model of our parliament. So these young children who are from classes 9, 10 and 11 and 12, they perform or they enact the role of young parliamentarians, and they debate about a lot of issues, the burning issues that are plaguing our country. So they get to understand the objective and the end result or the learning outcomes of this is they understand what is going on in their country, and they take their social studies into a realistic realm where they understand the problems of the people and they solve the questions in the question hour. And this is how they understand that what is the key role that the parliamentarians and the government plays, and most importantly, it gives them a kind of input that they should also become government servants in the future. So I think it's a beautiful model where they learn to know how the government functions on a day-to-day basis and be more proactive and appreciate the efforts of the government.
Hello. Hi. You all are students of DPS, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is all about today's event?
It's a fun-filled event, ma'am. Like we have IFBM, Interfirm Business Meet. We have science students के लिए epistemia and all. We have youth parliament for upcoming politicians in our school and all. We have food fest for the juniors and all. So that's it, ma'am. Okay.
So, who wanted to be a member of IBM, like business management? Everyone.
You can get it, ma'am. You all are like commerce students.
So, as you all are of 12th grade, so next year maybe you all are going to leave DPS, right? So, how is your experience, being a student of DPS school, and will you all miss the school?
Sure.
Rarely. Rarely.
You will miss us, ma'am.
Because yeah, obviously. The majority part, the one which I'll miss the most is the friends rather than the school. Because I've been here since like 12 years. Everything which I know is already there. And it's not that thinkable. I'll just imagine between the days and then it just goes in a flow. I'll think I'll miss my friends the most. Even if the main part is that they won't be in Hyderabad even if I want to meet them. So that's
Oh, it's no, man.
yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah, I know.
Very sad.
Tell me your experience.
First, I would not like to come to this school again and again. Every day, ma'am, like, I regret coming to this school, but then when I leave the school, I'll miss them a lot, ma'am. Like the teachers, my friends and all, I'll miss them a lot.
But you know what? You will tell once you cross this level, right? You will definitely say, I want to go back to my school.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what. When I'm here, I don't feel like coming, but then when I'm out, I feel like coming.
We would actually come if the school is at night time actually.
Yeah,
We can't wake up early in the morning.
not at all.
Youngsters, how do you say that?
Attendance percentage.
But memory is 100%.
Attendance. Yes.
Okay, what is your experience?
Yeah, it's well good. From 8 years. From 8 years I was in the school.
So my experience I'm here from pre-nursery, so I've been there my whole life here, and it's the best. And it's like, it's very nostalgic seeing here with friends and all, and like teachers are good, but they're also like, chill. They're pretty much chill compared to other schools also. It's very best. But I don't like here because of the, school. It's school. But friends, they're the best. You find a best friends here and you make a lot of memories also, which is.
Hi, everyone. What is exactly about today's event?
Well, today, right now, we are having Youth Parliament. This is a part of Feria Fiesta 3.0. This is happening for the second time, and we are really excited about it as this is our last year.
It's the last year.
Yes.
Okay, so whom do you represent? You look very elegant.
Well, I'm the head of press and communications.
Okay. You?
I'm the Secretary for Information and Personal Relations.
I'm the moderator of education.
I'm the head of logistics and planning.
I'm the head of administrative services.
HOD of delegatory services.
Okay. So, you all want to become an member of a parliament?
We are political science students basically, so we are very interested about this subject. It's our subject, so yeah, we love this one.
It's not a career option, but we're really passionate how the parliament works, and we're really interested on the topics and the debates, how it works.
So, as you all already told that, you all even had the same thing last year also. Yes. So, what is the difference between the last year's debate and this year's debate?
So last year we were only members. We were not heads. So being in the position of heads and planning the actual thing out it's a very different experience from last year. We get to see everything like in first person and we get to actually plan the whole thing. So that is how it's very different from last year.
Hello? Hello, ma'am. Okay. So, what exactly is this concept about?
It's about generating electricity through windmills. Should I show you the mechanism?
Yes, definitely. But what's your name?
Srija.
Meenakshi.
Juhi. Hasani.
Okay. I want you all to explain and just show the viewers how exactly it works.
So first, the velocity created from the wind, it gets converted into mechanical energy with the help of the DC motors. Now these DC motors, what they do is, they convert mechanical energy into electrical energy, which you just saw right now.
Okay. So, this is the mechanical energy?
Yes, the DC motors, they convert
Okay. The three motors are the mechanic energy.
Yes.
And this one?
the electrical energy. It converts to mechanical energy to electrical energy.
Okay. So, why are you using this hair dryer for?
We're simulating wind through this hair dryer. Like, for example, if these are actual windmills and if we're in a hilly station, this is basically representing the wind.
Okay. Good. Good concept actually. So, can you show the viewers once more how is it working?
Yes. Okay.
So, what is this concept exactly about?
This is a smart dustbin and it basically segregates wet and dry waste automatically. using a Arduino chip, Arduino technology, and the ultrasonic sensor, servo motor, and soil moisture sensor. The ultrasonic sensor detects when someone approaches the dustbin, and the soil moisture sensor detects the moisture level of the waste. And the servo motor automatically turns to segregate the dry and wet waste. Yeah, and the Arduino code is the Arduino chip is coded.
Okay. So is there something, which you can portray to the viewers, which can do it practically?
Yes.
Can you show that? Yes. Hi. Hello. Yeah, good morning. So here I see a small aquarium. So what the concept is exactly about?
So the concept is generating electricity out of salt water. Here, if you can see in the wires, there's a pin is attached, a safety pin. That is a metal which acts as an electrolyte. The electrolyte will generate electricity out of the immunities from the salt water, and which will let the turbine move. That's the main concept of the model.
Okay. So can you show it practically?
Here we can see that the safety pins are connected by the wires with the DC motor and the turbine, which is a toy fan. Now, as we pour in the salt water, we can observe that the turbine starts rotating. The turbine starts rotating as it. Now, ma'am, we can observe that the wires and the safety pins are not connected directly. So, this means that some impurities are generating the electricity for the fan to rotate. Now, that is what the main concept of our project is. Okay. Now, after this is done, we will filter this water because the water will start turning yellow due to the rusting of the nails. Now, as the water turns yellow, it can be used for multi-purposes, right? So then we will do the filtration using that.
Ma'am, the filtration makes the water clean, and the salt water we can use in the everyday life, like tap water, fountains, and all.
So looks very innovative. Who gave you all this idea?
The thing is, it was all three of us who worked on it, but it was her idea first of all. She searched and came up with the idea. Then we put together the work and made it.
Very good. Too good. So what's your name?
Pranavi.
Pavano.
Dhruti.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
So here I see there's a name like Fashion Fuse. So what exactly the concept is?
So we see that fashion and technology is constantly evolving, right? So we decided to combine the realms of science, style, and sustainability. So fashion fuse. Yeah.
So who gave this name as Fashion Fuse?
We came up with it on our own. Yeah. It just came to us naturally.
Okay. So there's something with a jute. Is this made up of jute, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who did this?
All three of us.
Who wanted to become a fashion designer here?
I think we all dream to become one. Yeah.
It shows here the output which you all gave. Okay, so anything about fashion on your own words, all three of you?
I feel like fashion really shapes how a person's personality and how they want to show themselves to the world, right? And we wanted to give an opportunity for people to see that style can come from the nature as well, right? Yeah, we wanted to tell that luxury can be sustainable and natural. So yeah.
So how about you?
I think fashion, the dressing sense, which it gives us confidence, and I think eco-friendly. We came up with the eco-friendly idea with thinking about the nature and sustainable development SDG goals. So it is really important to take care, take care of the surroundings, and based on that.
So here we've used the SDG goal 8, which is
Responsible consumption and production.
yeah. So what we have done is we have used jute to make the dress. So this is the white jute, and these we have used jute ropes. Would you like to explain it?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, this is a jute essence dress. We have named it, and it is, as you can see, it's a sheer classic look dress. And for the top part, we have used a torso jute. For the bottom, we have used white jute. For the embroidery, we have used the Hessian jute. And at the back, we have used this rope, giving it a corset look. And we have used this because jute is not elastic, so to make it appropriate and fit for all sizes, we have used this. And we have wrapped the white jute around the hips to highlight the hips, and we have plated torso jute in the middle to highlight the waist, giving it a bodycon look.
How are you people so talented? It's because you all are students of DPS, right?
Well, yeah, we have. I personally have been here since pre-primary, so we have always been taught to express our creativity, and yeah.
So maybe you all can even design a dress for me too.
Sure. Anytime.
Thank you. What is the support does DPS school gives you all?
It gives us a lot of opportunities to express and explore different ideas that we have, and present it in a way which is appreciated a lot. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, so here today in DPS Nacharam, I've seen multiple sections like Youth Parliament and this IIFBM, which you all were telling about, and they were even doing some other activities like with different various organizations like Accenture and all about the business management. Maybe they were doing.
Yes.
So what exactly is the concept about, ma'am? So what is IIFBM?
So IIFPM is the international business meet. Okay, so the concept, it was, the inception was 15 years back. This is our 15th year that we are conducting this program, and we have 15 committees. Okay, so the concept is this, that what they learn from the books, the students have to know that it is not different from what they're going to face in future. So these are going to be our future entrepreneurs. They are the nation builders. So it is very important that they experience what they are learning as a theory in the textbook. So the concept is to give them an experiential learning. So what they do here is they take up the role of each company. So they become the CEOs or the employees of that company and speak on behalf of those companies. So it can be based on, are they ethical in their outcome, or they can talk about how startups are done. Are they doing it in a manner that provides growth for the nation yet give the profits? That is what the organizations are meant for. So there are a lot of crises that they discuss upon. They come up with solutions. They finally put it on a paper. And in fact, whatever is the conclusion drawn in each committee, they send some suggestions to the actual companies, and we get a response from those companies. So children finally, what they are doing is they are learning how it is going to be in their future. So it's not just the textbook learning, but it's actually experience what it will be in future. So that's the wonderful experience they have. So from the time they build these committees, they look for participation, organizing, providing material, discussing the agenda, creating the conference agenda and crisis, and taking up decisions. So they have it all in these 2 days.
They already look like a CEOs of the company already.
Absolutely. And they take their role so seriously that, when some participant or the delegates are going out of the context, they immediately bring them back to order. And it's almost a simulation of a company. And you'll find it thoroughly professional here. So whether the time management, the lunch time, everything to the T they will manage.
They are involved completely into the character, what they are playing. So maybe I can say all the hard work goes to all the teachers and the management of DPS.
I would, yes, definitely credit to the management for, conceptualizing this for the students. So this whole thing about finishing school, they understand, our school management understands that, at 11th and 12th, the aim is not just to ace the exams, it is beyond textbook. They're going to step out of school and get into a world which demands so much. If there they are not able to, take their learning beyond the textbook, they are out of the game. So this is the opportunity we give for our students to take it further beyond the textbook. So it's a lovely experience, and definitely thanks to DPS management for this, and of course our able principals who have been supporting us, and an amazing set of students and our team of teachers.
Hi, Smita.
Hello.
So I've heard that you are an alumni for DPS. So how are you feeling? So you were the ex-student of DPS, and now you have visited as a judge for the present event today. So how do you feel? So what is your experience here?
I think the biggest emotion that I'm feeling right now is nostalgia, and it's it's a pleasure for me to be here again as an alumni, as a judge, after 3 entire years of being the Secretary General for IIFBM 2022. And I think there has been a drastic change in the way that IIFBM is being conducted this year. And moreover, when I go to all the committees, there are additions of new committees which weren't there 3 years ago. And I think that shows us the scope of debate, and there's a lot of potential for students to grow over here. And moreover, it's not just about reading speeches or just it's not about the rules of procedure over here. I think IIFBM as a whole teaches you a lot of different things. For example, it teaches you how to handle situations on spot, right? Now, 10 years down the lane, when you're working down your career, when you're working probably in a corporate job, you should be able to handle things on spot. So it's not just about the technical aspects, it's about the small things that this entire conference teaches you. And I think I'm really, really glad and blessed to have been a part of this.
So what are you doing presently?
I am a final year student. I'm studying in St. Francis College for Women, Begumpet, and I'm pursuing BA Mass Communication and Journalism.
Okay, good. Nice to listen. So what is the difference between the DPS organization and any other schools?
I think I realized the value of DPS once I left it. I've been studying here for almost 12 years now, all the way from grade 1. And it's the way they inculcate, like I said, these small, these events that they have, IIFBM, which is a patented event, and they have a lot of sports events that happen. And they have the student council culture that is there over here. I think those are the co-curricular aspects that a student must focus on in order to grow as a person, not just as a student. So I think that's what makes DPS Nacharam stand out a lot.
So I think you feel very proud, right? Like being an alumni and now as a judge for the same school you studied for.
Certainly.
So how is your experience now?
It's a big, very emotional moment for me. And at the same time, I feel very proud, not just for myself that I was a part of DPS, but also for the upcoming students. My brother is studying in DPS Nacharam right now. So I think it's it's a long journey that I have, and DPS Nacharam will always be a big, big part of it.
Thank you so much, Smita. Hi, Vignesh.
Hello, ma'am.
So I've heard that you're a SecGem of IIFBM, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how have you felt, dealing such a big project as a head?
Ma'am, first of all, I don't speak just for myself, but also for my whole team. That is an absolute honor to serve of such a prestigious event like IIFBM. We started with just one committee 15 years ago, and now after 15 years, we are Grand Assembly of 15 committees. So not only have we gotten a lot of help from our alumni, but we are trying to continue the legacy of IIFBM, and with the guidance of our school, I feel that we just try to put up a good show, and hopefully this year ends well. Till now, everything's been good, so hopefully we have a wonderful time this year also.
Great. So what challenges did you face, like handling such a big team? And maybe, I think it's been 2 months, maybe you're dealing with the same project as well.
Yes, ma'am. Obviously, when you are leading a program like this, there are a lot of expectations, there are a lot of problems you have to face. but we had a very good team of teachers that were there to always guide us. A few of them being Manjusha ma'am, Reema ma'am, and the whole commerce department as well, along with obviously VP ma'am, principal ma'am, and obviously without the support of chairman sir, nothing like this could have been possible in the first place. And as to how I dealt with my team, obviously ma'am, DPS is a very big school here, and we get to deal with different types of people over here. So it is, from time to time, it is a challenge for us also, but like our teachers always tell us, we are here to learn. Not only the delegates, but also the EB members, also the secretariat members, and even ma'am herself has told us that everyone is here to learn at the end of the day. So even if there is a problem, we might not like it, we might solve it, it might not be solved, but at the end of the day, we are learning something out of a program like this, ma'am.
So this is the last year, right, for you? So do you really miss your school?
Well, yes, ma'am, I will, obviously. I think I speak for a lot of my peers also in 12th grade as well. Obviously, we have been in the school for almost 12 years. I was a student first in Mahindra Hills, then I shifted to Nacharam. So, throughout my whole schooling life, I have been attached to this school, DPS, for a very, very long time. And, well, I've been given a lot of chances to lead in this school. It can be student council, it can be clubs, it can be any other events, it can be patented, very prestigious events like this as well. So when we do get such opportunities, we are here to make memories and learn. So when we do exit school, these memories will be cherished by all of us, ma'am.
So definitely I'm going to see you as a judge next year for the same event.
Yes, ma'am. Obviously, it is an honor for all of us to come back as alumni and judge the delegates. Well, also, the way we have trained our delegates, we will be seeing them as a part of the Secretariat and EB next year. So not only will we be seeing, in a way, the people we trained, they will be training our juniors again. And even if their event goes wonderful, we will be very, very happy, ma'am.
Very good spirit, Vignesh. Nice talking to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Hi, Kaushal.
Hi, ma'am.
So, as you are the marketing head, so how do you feel like taking up such a big project?
Yes, ma'am. Honoring the IFBM is a very great opportunity for me, and I thank all my teachers and entire DPS Nacharam for giving me the responsibility of marketing, responsibility of IFBM. I made sure that all the externals and try to bring more externals from other schools and everything. And with help of Manjusha ma'am and my entire secretariat, I got more support to do something for the externals and for the school. And this IFBM, this is the 15th year of IFBM, and we started with one committee, and now we are into 15 committees. So it's a great honor for working for such a big IFBM, and I'm really proud of it now.
So, what is the big achievement maybe you have learned from Delhi Public School?
Ma'am, Delhi Public School Nacharam, I'm there in NCC, ma'am. NCC, Academics, Applied Math, Artificial Intelligence. I joined this school because of these various courses offered and diverse range of studies. And it also helped me in achieving some moral values, responsibilities, handling big targets and responsibilities, ma'am. Because handling such big events in other schools may not be possible. And Delhi Public School gave me this opportunity, and I'm really happy for that.
Please subscribe to Pallavi Media.
Subscribe to Pallavi Media.